This car is the John Cooper Works prototype.
Von der Mannschaft her und Paul Rosche mit seinen Leuten.
When we got this car back to the workshop, something was missing. Not damaged, not worn away, removed. When BMW came in and bought John Cooper Works, a lot of the records went missing. Why would anyone deliberately erase the identity of the car, what helped decide the future of JCW? Ross from Slip and Grit Automotive. It's got to have come out with a chassis number. Oh, WE, and then it just stops. There should be a chassis number there. See what units are left in it and see if I can read anything. On this car, it's just gone. And it's definitely not accidental. Now, I'm not jumping to conclusions, however, when a VIN number is removed this cleanly, it's generally expected that this vehicle was never to exist again. And back in the early 2000s, when this car did appear in public, it also ran under the same registration every time. And that registration, ladies and gentlemen, is OV51 OVE. That's important because that registration doesn't belong to this car anymore. In fact, it doesn't exist. All right, pal.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I bought a race car.
Sick.
It is, isn't it?
That's so cool. When did you pick it up?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was last week. Maybe last Wednesday? Tuesday? Yeah, we just stay overnight before.
Wow. That's all the parts for it.
Yeah, we've got... There's 2 sets of wheels here. There's another set of Autech Wizards over there. A cover, a few bits I've slung on eBay, like a front mounted intercooler and a few other little random bits. But we've got one problem. Somebody's booked chassis number off it.
Oh, no.
So we've got to go on the hunt for the chassis number. I think there's one on the floor plan. If not, there is one original control unit left, which might have it on. If not, we're up shiz. We've got no, yeah, we're up creek without no paddle, but we've got a race car.
I'm excited.
So yeah.
I was wondering, I saw that one on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they got another car?
Oh yeah, I've got more than just that. I've just got
Really?
one to sort. Yeah, I'm not telling you about this one though. This one's it's a bit different.
Oh, cool.
Massively
Ferrari.
different. Not quite.
Oh, this thing's sick.
Might have got carried away Saturday morning on dealer auctions.
Nice.
Literally on dealer auctions.
So what? GR04's gone.
Yep.
VIN?
Theft's reserved.
Reserve.
I've got 3 inquiries on that. Another guy inquired this morning. So theft should be going Thursday. There's a guy coming from London for that car. He might be buying the Alcantara seats with it. Might be. If not, they might end up in it.
Yeah, true.
I've got a guy from Netherlands, a guy from Italy, and another Danish guy on the set of Recaro CS seats behind you. But in true Italian fashion, the car what I need to sort the oil leak out on.
Right. Sweet.
But in true Italian fashion, none of them want to pay import fees or shipping. So they're going to teleport them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just gonna go like that.
Yeah, so that's happening.
I go away for a week, eh?
I know. The Cooper, that convertible roadster,
Yeah.
that's having a timing chain. I'm going to put a chain in.
Oh, yeah.
Its compression test is fine.
Still like one sitting.
No, my compression test is knackered.
Oh, right.
So I borrowed next doors and they were like 149. I think one of them were on like 139, so it's been 10%. So it should realistically be all right. What else have we got going on? Oh yeah, there's like a week's worth for eBaying to do as well.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah, that car came with a lot of stuff. So yeah, eBay needs to be hammered to death because if not, we're going to get overrun. And the car I bought on Saturday, which I'm going to finish off and sort whatever the logbook is today, will be our first step into not retailing just R53s. Oh yeah, so our car pretty much is riding metal on the brakes, and I've ignored it for ages.
Did you drive that down to pick this up?
Yeah.
We just didn't press the brake.
Yeah, the rears are done. Front and rear discs are gone. Front pads, it had pads in February, but we've done so many miles, it's gone through disc as well. There's a track rod end. It's had the engine warning light on for 15,000 miles. EGR, I refuse to do it because it's supposed to be a recall at BMW.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they're saying, no, there's no recall on it, but literally, they're all on a recall. So I refuse to do it. Until it stops driving, I'll do it then. Yeah, the R56 on the front, I'm hoping it's something fairly simple and the turbo's not having to come off because it's like a front end off job.
Right.
But we'll start it up in a bit and you'll see. Just for reference, I paid $3,100 for that car. Right, I pulled those seats out of it. It's pretty much paid. It pretty much paid. It cost me, came from Cardiff, so it cost like 200 odd quid to get it up. Which were cheap, but we had the race car coming up at the same time. So yeah, there's a lot of carbon on it, and it's a John Cooper Works, but it's a dealer fit kit. It's not, but it's still better than the blue one that we had in over there, except for paint. Paint's a bit naff, but underneath it's loads better.
Custom for it then if it's fixable.
If you can get a turbo for like 300 quid, if the turbo's gone, but I think it's all right. I think it's the feed pipe. It's had an engine rebuild 1,000 miles ago by like a mini BMW specialist in Cardiff. But it's smoking more than next door. It's bad.
Smoking more than
When I said next door, I could set either side because they're both smoking the units like crazy. A lot of them. One smoking weed and one smoking hashish. But the one thing I do want to do, probably first thing, is get that passenger seat out and see if there's a chassis number there.
We bought it specifically for you to do this.
Yeah, I thought I didn't want to take it away from you because you've been excited and then you went on holiday and then we got it while you were on holiday. We need that to get it road registered, and it'll take a while to get it road registered. So this is not going to see the road probably this side of this year.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it did, because there were a full track date and everything on 5th November. And then 2 days earlier there were spaces at Spa as well.
I'll put a GoPro. It's got a GoPro in there actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's got a GoPro.
So this thing's just supposedly quick. It's won a lot of races.
Yeah.
Not recently, but back in day it won a lot of races.
What did...
Oh, RF55.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that went. Oh, she had the coolest car, honestly.
saw it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
She came down. It were a mum what were buying it. She brought it down, and her father had just died. So her husband just died, and he wanted a Mini, and a black were her favourite colour, and he wanted back into an R53. Bear in mind they had quite a few cars. She had an RX-7.
Oh, no way.
She came in that Mustang. She got an R34 GTT, or was it an R33? I'm sure she'll comment. Yeah, she was like on it. I'd have her working here any day a week. Honestly, any day a week. She knew her cars, but she designed tanks for a living, so I'd never be able to afford her.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I was proper impressed. Her knowledge was like second to none.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The commentary on it was funny. And you're like, she just used a quarter of a tank getting down the road.
Oh yeah, I think she was doing like 8 a gallon.
Wow.
It was supercharged Mustang.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
And then the guy
I
went
thought you bought it when I first saw it.
No.
I was like, it's the new car.
No, I would have, because that would have been fun. But and mum what came out, it was a fully caged car, because it used to be a race car. Somebody converted it, so it was caged. And her mum was like, oh, I don't know, if she's watching this, don't take offence, but I think she was in her 60s.
Yeah.
And she was climbing out a cage.
She said she had bad knees as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she couldn't get out of the car. She like turned around with her feet hanging over a bar like that.
Definitely the best customer
Yeah, well, definitely best car.
Yeah.
She's probably nicest customer we've ever had, actually.
Yeah, 100%.
We've had
Nicest
some
person we've ever
really
had.
nice customers, actually.
Should have gone to Spain a different week then, shouldn't I?
Nah.
My knowledge was
The guy what bought GR04, he came in on the silver one, saw it and like, I'm having that. He literally came in off test drive because I want that.
Yeah, he came off the test drive from the silver one.
Wow.
Walked out and went, yes, I'll have that one. I'm like,
Yeah.
You haven't test drove it.
That's awesome.
Took it.
Like,
And we delivered
a lot of people are going to kick themselves that they didn't buy that car. I'll probably kick myself that I didn't keep it. But it's been a straight swap for the race car, which is the John Cooper Works prototype car. Which, strangely enough, is a November 2001 build sticker on it, which is before the R53s. So is it a Cooper shell? I don't know.
It's older than me.
Yeah, it is older than
It's
you.
older than me.
God. Right, let's get cracked on. Right, we need VIN numbers. Let's find a VIN number. Do you want to crawl through since you're skinnier than me?
Been on holiday, all inclusive.
Look at that. He's hiding his shit on a walk. Right.
Where am I going?
So, on the rail, you need to unball it. I did those the other day and thought, oh no, I'll wait while Cullen gets here because I'll consider it. No, not there. I thought, yeah, there should be a VIN number under there. Hopefully. There'll be another 2 on the other side. I've just realised I've got the deep one, whereas you need a shallow one probably. We're going to do it. We're going to find a VIN number. VIN number. If we don't get a VIN number off this spot, we've got problems. Because I think the only other one from memory having these down to bare metal is on the firewall behind the dash.
Nice.
But you have to take everything out to get to it, which I'm not sure if I can be bothered doing. The other option is the EWS unit for the ignition is still there, but I don't know if it's the original. Because obviously now it's got a link ECU.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's hope that the seat comes out.
Yeah. Please, please, please. Clip might be different. Please, please, please give me a VIN number. It's not that one you need. How's it going?
Here we go.
Oh yeah. You wait while you fucking fall.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna fall through.
That'd be funny though. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna fall through.
Have you taken...
This side's out. There's that side to go.
There's still...
There's one more after that one.
Switch. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Here comes the injury.
That's helpful, isn't it?
I wonder if you know how it's Tokyo. Nah, you'll need flexi head spanner. Summer. With that pipe. I wonder if you know.
Still gonna fall through it though.
Yeah, you are. I know your weight on. Please, please, please be a VIN number. Please.
See Cullen's like grabbing his head really well through this ankle.
It's not balding, it's a crown.
This is balding. Oh no. See, if this doesn't work, I might see if we can buzz down. No, actually, take this, what we call it off, strut brace, put some of the finest paint stripper on, .4, and see if there's a number underneath. And a moment of truth is... What are we saying? I'll unhook these. One sec. I can get them off. Let's give us one of them back. Use it. Well, it's certainly a red car. So I know it's one of the two. I just need a VIN number. So I want to get it road legal. I can't understand why there wouldn't be a VIN number on it. Unless it really was an actual prototype where they'd like just buzzed it off, didn't want it on road ever. Or it's been in a catastrophic accident. There's nothing left on there, is there? So it's not like you can pop windscreen out and find one under there. Same one. Come on. Right. Then off the bottom.
Nice.
What are we saying?
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Oh no. The thing is, it's not often you get them down to bare metal, and we've only had really one down to bare metal before. And that were a challenge car. But I'm sure there were a VIN number tucked up under it. Behind the dash. I thought there'd be one up floor as well. Shit. What about, we might have to remove this floor plate. There's a guy on Facebook does like legal versions of clocking. In other words, he puts chrono packs on, but I'm sure he's been into every spot on these cars. Must know. Because the only other thing is that EWS unit, but I don't even know how old that is. If you get the part number of the EWS unit, put it in real OEM online, it might come up with like it's now superseded to this, this and this, and that might be really old part number, or BMW will tell us if it's super old part number. Well, that's disappointing. I waited all weekend for that. Oh, you know, comes back first day, takes 7 hours for 3 bolts.
It's technically 6 bolts because you have to take them out and put them back in.
All right. So 7 hours of 3 bolts.
Yeah.
Right. So update is we still need to find a VIN number. We need to get this car not on the roads, but we need to find out exactly what this car is. We think we know the VIN number anyway, but I need it confirming on the car. Now, we know the problem is it's been buzzed off the top of the strut And it's not in the window because this window is probably the 16th window it's ever had. So this leaves a dilemma. We pulled the passenger seat, it's not under there. So the next step is pull the dash. I'm pretty sure there was one stamped in the bulkhead, but I could be wrong. This is going off from memory when I split one last year, another race car down to bare metal shell. Now the problem with this is this car originally red and then painted white and then painted red and then it stayed white. So we don't know how many layers of paint we have to get through to find anything and how many times this car's been crashed. I'm hoping, if we don't find a VIN number, it's because of a few reasons. The first reason, potentially it's been reshelled. Oh, no. And then everything goes out the window because it's just another car. Or it's as I think it is and it got cloned. Now, the person who cloned it, if it is this car, I know who it is, I just don't know how it's going to go down. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that'd be like a massive problem because I don't know. Let's just get it. Let's get in bits. Let's get in bits.
Let's see what we find. Oh, the seat's gonna be a bit dodgy there.
That door's gonna get very annoying.
That door is. We could put something in there.
Do you want a shorter one, a stubby one?
Oh yeah.
A stubby one, yeah. Oh, I did have a stubby one.
That's alright.
Yeah, I have. Blast pocket.
Ba-ding. Oh, nice.
Right, so this dash is a solid piece of carbon. It's all one bit, and it's held in pretty much with flatheads. No, Phillips, sorry.
There's one. No, almost looks like
There's one random.
a rivet type thing. But it's 2-piece anyway, so this.
No, it's all one.
Is it one?
Yeah. It's that real carbon as well.
Carbon fibre.
And the dash.
Oh man, that is thin carbon. Hey, is that what we're looking for? Oh man, this thing feels like it's gonna snap in half.
Okay. Right.
Dash officially out.
Dash is out.
That was probably the easiest dash you'll ever take out in your life.
If it's the car I think it is, it's pre-production R53.
Which means there probably isn't anything.
Potentially not. It's not supposed to exist, this car. When I spoke to one of the guys that built it, he said it won't have any VIN numbers on because it's not supposed to exist. It was supposed to be crushed. But I've seen a picture of this car with a number plate on, but that number plate has also been seen on another car later on and MOT'd until like 2023, 2024 and then scrapped. And this is not scrapped. And that photo's from 2014 when it had that number plate on.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it's getting gutted.
I don't really want to gut it. There's got to be something here somewhere. The alternative is this EWS unit. We have to read it. Something's got to have a VIN number on. Body control module is not coded to VIN. EWS key barrel is, but it's been bypassed because the link's been put in, and it's got link ECU.
Standalone, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you like, why don't you just check the ECU? It's got a standalone ECU in. Yeah.
Should we take this out? We'll start there.
Yeah, get a good idea of the floor.
Oh, these are all those low-end parts that they've put in.
Yeah, so I think Lowen's fitted the link ECU and whatnot. Which,
Wonder if they've still got these here for this.
Doubt it. They go through so much crap while I chucked it.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised they didn't like pick up on what car it was. Because it's low, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, well. Where else would the VIN be? This is not like a thing you can just Google. One, because like it's 24, 25-year-old car. And two, there's no information about this car online.
Yeah, it was the start of all of these.
Yeah.
So they could have put one wherever they wanted.
Hardly anyone knows about this car. It's just rumour now. Does it exist? I'm sure there's still supposed to be one on there. Behind here and printed into something. Stamped in. I'm sure I've seen it.
I wonder if...
Why don't we...
Doesn't look like there's a whole lot behind there. Like, if we take this bar off, we can just
lift it
pull it forward, yeah. No.
Right, so OV51 OVE is the photo I found. And then the Facebook post. And then if you put that into, we use Total Car Check, so put that in Total Car Check, HPI, it comes up that the vehicle was scrapped in 2023 or 2024 off the top of my head. Which are like, well, it's strange because it's here. So I put the reg in Facebook and then found an old post in the O2 Registers, or no, the Y Reg Registers Club, which is like the pre-production press cars for Mini Coopers.
Right.
They were supposed to be crushed, but they're all still on road. They're not worth nothing, to be honest, there's that many of them. And then this guy's been sat at BMW typing in all the like early VIN numbers and found out that this one supposedly red, which it is, and it's red when it raced in 2004 at the Nürburgring as well, and it started off as a red car, according to Mr. Fulford at the Sussex Rodent Race, which makes sense. And he said it was spec'd originally with a pan roof, which I think has been chopped out? It's weird how you'd go race a car with a pan roof and chop one out, and you could just do an R50 tin top anyway.
Yeah.
He goes, it's not an R50, he said it was an R53, or a pre-production car. BMW sold it to John Cooper garages for £1 to develop the John Cooper Works kit. And that's what happened. And then from that point, in 2003, they were told that they had to race the Nürburgring 24 hours for John Cooper Works to be a thing, or BMW has shut them down.
Right.
And he literally said, like, we didn't have a clue what we were doing, I'll be honest with you. He had zero clue. I had a bit of race history. I come from a racing background. No one else knew what they were doing, and they were just shitting it. They all were shitting it, they ain't got a clue. But the thing was, it had to finish, and if it finished, that John Cooper Works as a brand would be allowed to continue, and BMW, they'd be allowed to carry on with the BMW warranty.
Right.
And as far as I'm aware, it was to prove reliability for it to get picked up by the BMW brand to sell it as a dealer fit accessory, which they bet out all the regular tuning houses, because obviously Alpina is under BMW brand, M as well, so they probably could have done their own.
Yeah, right.
So this car this is the reason why I'm trying to find this VIN number. I'm trying to find it to match it up to that photo. The problem is with that, if I match it up to that photo, then technically it's been scrapped, which means it's been cloned, and one of the previous owner's second cars, what he butchered and turned into a mini pickup truck. And if you know about the mini pickup truck, you know what I'm speaking about, but I'm not sure because I can't confirm that. It's just a theory. I tried contacting him, passing around in other cars, but he's retired, and his son doesn't know much about it. He's took over the business, but every time he says you try and speak to him, he says, "Oh, he'll be at this show or whatnot." Last year it was, I think he had a knee replaced. It's like getting old at Queen. Well, old at King, you know what I mean?
You won't get hold of her now.
Yeah. So this is why I'm searching out this VIN number. So hopefully I can bypass them all, because if not, I have to get them all to confirm what car it is. So I've got it confirmed by 3 previous owners. There is another one I can speak to. There's a garage what tuned this, what thought it were an R50 shell,
Right.
but it's not an R50 shell. Yeah, he didn't really know what it was.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. If we find the VIN is scrapped.
The VIN's scrapped, but it's not scrapped. And this is the saving grace. Here is you need to do to prove it. There's apparently 10 points, identifiable points. One's not necessarily the VIN number, but if it is, it's good. It just means I can get it back on road because I've scrapped another car, which would then unfortunately drop in the previous owner in some shit for cloning a car. So I think he used that. I think he used that car to either get this through an MOT, or the other thing was never supposed to be on road, and he used that reg to get that through an MOT.
I get that. Yeah.
So either way, something shady's been going on.
Some old bloke's about to get a knock on the door.
Yeah. bear in mind, right, when this came out, like this car was built, I was 9.
Yeah. When was this? 01.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet. It was a year before I was born.
So I was 9 when this came out. So when I was speaking to Kevin at Sussex Road and Racing, he was like, I think I was your age when we went to Nürburgring, when this were all kicking off. This were ages ago. I was, mate, I'm 33, trying to piece this together. You've chucked all records away for some reason. He goes, well, we never knew back then. And to be fair, when I spoke to Tony Franks, he goes, well, we didn't really know. It just got shut down one day. They chucked everything away, and we got told it was shutting. And the next day we were shut.
Which is kind of cool because it made a lot of the stuff like unicorns and that, but then it's also really not that cool because
it's quite good at the minute until people start watching this video and realise like there's a big chase happening. It has been going on for years, but just not by masses. So when no one really knows the values of these cars.
Yeah.
I do though.
We're about to expose it.
Yeah.
You're gonna Matt Armstrong it.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope value goes up and not down.
Yeah, well, I don't know what this is worth, I'll be honest. I know what I paid for it, and but whether I got lucky or not, I don't know. Either way, as a race car as it sits, I think it's still worth what I paid for it.
And it's still got the history of what races it's done. They might.
Yeah, because the history is Nürburgring 2003. The race results are online for it, and then it went back with BMW themselves took it back, and then they had a sister car.
Yeah, right.
And Kevin went back to be head mechanic on that race as well. So, and that finished in 2004, but he wasn't happy about it. Like, they did rubbish, apparently. And then there's a couple of years missing where it's done Silverstone 24 hours. And then 2007, after the shut, and he bought a car, he did Dubai 24 hours. I think they were sponsored by Barclays at the time, the bank.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So there's history behind it, regardless if we find the VIN or not.
Yeah, but I want to find out if it's a shell, it's been re-shelled. I don't think it has because it's exactly the same, and let's be honest, it's red underneath.
Yeah, well, you can see even in the door jams and whatnot.
Yeah, and that, by the way, that VIN, the build date on there, November 01, matches what that VIN is.
Yeah, of course. Have we showed that yet?
Nah.
Nah.
No, there's some stuff I don't want out there until I've worked it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if everyone can help, and you're not a conspiracy theorist, just like I am, or you're not like some angry, jealous man, which I've come across a lot, like trying to tell me wrong things. Yeah, some bitter people. But yeah,
People don't like what.
This is the stuff
I
I love. I love tracking stuff down like this.
It's definitely red though.
Definitely red.
That confirms it.
Well, that confirms it.
Yeah, true. Oh.
Oh, it's super red. It's red underneath as well.
What is it looking at? Oh, it's still looking at the floor.
Oh God, it's
There you
fucking
go.
camera.
Definitely red.
Definitely red.
Also, definitely red.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind the strap.
The original reason why I want a VIN number, because I was literally going to put it on roads, and I was just going to go to the supermarket in it.
Daily runner.
Right.
I'll bring this around this way.
That's it.
Yep. But I don't.
Just going to back out of where.
Yeah, I'm kind of a bit.
Oh, is that why you're hanging up?
It's just in case.
Just in case.
Let's see what this does. Imagine it does actually just explode. That would be hilarious.
Well, have we even checked what it's connected to?
It's just that it probably would actually just. Well, the pin's still in it anyway, so.
Right, I'm going to have to dig out the old footage and find where I saw that VIN number on last car I took down at Birmingham.
So we might be going a bit further with this soon.
Nah, it's definitely behind that. I'm sure there is one. Nothing ever goes right. Nothing goes the way you want it to go.
There's got to be more than just the one, though, right? There'd have to be.
Right, I think I'm going to send a fair few emails out to all the previous owners of this car I'm aware of and see what happens.
Gotta try, yeah. Gotta try.
Yeah. And that's the end of that. And that's how car identities move around without anyone thinking it'd really matter later on. Right, this car is becoming a bit of a mystery. So it's not a mystery, I've cracked it already, I just need to prove the evidence now. So this is the theory. And the theory so far, and I'll tell you how I've come to this conclusion, is we know this is a pre-production R53. We know that it was a test mule for the JCW 200 kit, and we also know it was taken to the Nürburgring under the instruction of BMW to essentially race that race, or John Cooper Works as a project would get took on by them and there'd be no more. And then we know that it raced in white, 2003. We've got some footage of that. We've all seen the footage at this stage. And then further to that one, taken back by BMW and built by BMW to be taken back, because they turned it back to red and white, which we can see all over, because this is originally a red car, which it's red, definitely red. And then we've got a bit of a gap between that and John Cooper Garage's shutting. And then it was sold to Mini Motorsport, and they raced it a couple of times, but they potentially also cloned it. And I can't prove this at the minute, but, well, I can prove it, I'll be honest. This is a sticking point, because obviously these guys actually are ex-John Cooper garages, and the red Cooper, what bears the same registration of this, is a left-hand drive car, and it should have left the country, I think, on a celebrity race series, and it was one of like 20 or 30 cars what got shipped over to Australia and New Zealand, except for this one didn't leave. It didn't go. Now this part is simply a theory, and this car, I've been told, got left over at John Cooper garages when it shut, and they bought this and that car and potentially another one, and the guys at Mini Motorsport were born. So this car, I'll be honest, it's a race car it would never ever to see realistically seen the road again. So when you've got a spare V5 and a logbook left over, what happens? I'll tell you what happens. You use it on the car with no VIN, what you want to use as a shop truck, and get it through all its MOTs, where the clocks are in kilometres as the VIN, the MOT history shows. And then when you retire, you go and send it off as scrapped, because no one else needs to see that car and it can't be sold. But you've already sold this one as a race car and you never thought you'd see the road again, so you think, what's the worst what could happen? However, I didn't really want to release this because, one, it's not 100%, so it's just a theory. It's one of many theories I've got, but it's the one that's looking most believable at the minute. Second to that, the guy what's done this is massively respected in the and linked with a lot of history of the brand. So I don't really know where to go with that, but I know it's this car. We've been looking for a VIN forever. We know what the VIN is. We know what the registration is. And it's definitely not been reshelled. I've had that confirmed by a few people. But we've got a BCM. On, and this camera angle is awful. If you look right there on the wiring loom, can you see it on this camera? Get it turned around. Oh. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try and zoom in. Right there. And it says 14/6/2001. That's the date on the wiring loom. So I'm going to set there is something here. What's been left? Because I'd have took that off if we're taking the VINs off. So I've done everything but pull it BCM, and I've just pulled the BCM. So if we pan this down, if the camera ever works, this BCM 046, manufactured 9/11/01. So we're one step closer to finding the VIN. I'm probably going to read this thing. I'll put it through ISTA, put it on another car, see if we can read it, because this car won't read at all because it's been modified so much. EWS unit, we've got that, we'll read that, see if everything matches, because it's still got a key, even though I've not got the key. Somebody's got the key. Right, the saga continues. Right then, situation update. So, I'm going to spin the camera around. Taking the BCM out of the car. Took this BCM out. Plug this one in. So we can read it with ISTA. The car simply does not like it. All the hazards are going off at the minute. Discovered this ZKE has a fault, which is the BCM. Because that's where I've changed the body control unit. I mean, this one here, this one is pretty much plastic. That's the 06 one. This one, when I've got in, it's a full metal jacket. It's like so much gold in that one. It's like a Nokia 3310. So we've hijacked this one, unplugged, pulled a few bits out, plugged it in. And let's hopefully. So this one is showing. This is the BCM. So it's a Motorola unit. manufacturer year 1, so 2001, manufacturer week 44, coding index 3, bus index. We've got no VIN though. We need a VIN. The saga continues. Yo, right, so I have spent all day yesterday and the vast majority of today, probably about 3 or 4 hours today, going through this lovely machine, trying to get a conclusion to our VIN number situation. Now, I don't know whether there's any left on the body, but someone missed one control unit. And that control unit has confirmed our theory. He's even stored the mileage. Now, we're going to get this on the road. I'm going to do it. So, let's go over here. So to do this, I have to take the BCM out of the car. Right, that's out. So then take the BCM out of theft, what we've got up for sale. And then, I think it's quite dark in here, but the BCM, as I showed on the camera, has got 046 written on it as I pulled it out. I've spent all day trying to read this thing. I thought I was a bit defeated yesterday. So what happened was, I decided to have another go at it, put the trickle charger on this one so it didn't actually die. And then what I did was get into ISTA, read all the units. It came up, it would read the unit, but it wouldn't come up with the VIN number off the unit. It just come up with a production date, which matched the car, which was week 44 of 2001. And then what happened was, I've been through every setting possible. I'm not sure if IMPA works straight away, so what I did was have a quick Google to see if we can pull a VIN off for a unit. But obviously, at some point, there's more selections. Right, so long story short, IMPA worked. It spent 8 hours because I updated some systems on here, and then completely lost IMPA. So I had to get that back, and then obviously when you get it back, Mini wouldn't work, and because I got 3 different versions of IMPA on here for different uses, I've been changing the wrong IMPAs all day, didn't realise. So here we are. Here's the evidence what we all need. This is live. Let's turn this round. The live, currently turned on. Currently running. And then here you can see Tango Charlie 60046, and it's even given us a mileage which currently is 38,651.1 kilometres, 833 litres of fuel consumed from last service. Time since last inspection 429. Now I'm not sure what that is. It might be months, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure. However, what we got here, F7 memory. No idea what that was. How do I get back? How do I get back? Right, I'm going through there. Status. Light outputs, no. Tilt sensor, no. Go back, oh my god, where has it gone? Have I just lost it? There we go, coding data. TH, I'd love to know what that means. If anyone does know what that means, please let me know in the comments, because I think it might be months, 429 months. But that sounds quite a long time. Could be weeks, 429 weeks potentially. What errors have we got here? Read error memory. Oh, it's all in German. Das Food Machine. So, the only other unit what we've got on that car is the EWS unit, because for some reason it's still got a key barrel. And I'm not too sure why, because it definitely doesn't need to start with a key. Date of manufacturer, week 44, 01. Read status. Don't need to do that. I'm just clicking random stuff now. There we go. Unbelievable. Now, we're genuinely sat here thinking I'm going to get absolutely defeated by this car. And whoever had done it had done a thorough job. However, I was surprised it's kept the mileage on. What's happened here is someone has bought a car thinking it were never going to go on the road because it's a race car, used the logbook to put a car through an MOT which should never have been on the road because it was surplus from, I'm going to say, John Cooper garages shutting down. That is my theory. And at that point, the car has been sold a number of years later and then just forgotten about. No one thought little Jamie had come here in 2025 hunting this thing after finding out about it a few years ago, and then get your hands on it to find out that it's potentially been cloned and someone's buzzed a lot of VIN numbers and identification numbers off. So that there matches our build date on the car. We know this car's not being reshelled. We've had it confirmed by quite a few people. There you go, November 2001. This is what they've done to the VIN sticker. Just simply to try and get something off. They've done quite a big job on it. Further to that, obviously this is a race car, it's not road legal. That's where the VIN used to be. Now, usually on these you'd have one under your windscreen, and I'm pretty sure there's one into the bulkhead, but again, I can't remember. I've looked at old pictures and without tearing this to pieces, I don't think I'll find out, because if you've shaved that one off, you've shaved the other ones off. But I could be wrong, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, because if there is one stamped into the tub on this one still, I'll be a very, very happy man. So, by this stage, you're probably wondering, why is this red pickup so relevant? All I've done is just keep talking about this red pickup. Well, the red pickup bears my registration, OV51 OVE. And then when we HPI that, it shows up as a right-hand drive vehicle. We do the spec sheet with VSAR, which is BMW's system. And it also shows up as a right-hand vehicle UK supplied, an R53. But the red pickup truck, for the eagle-eyed viewers, what they may have noticed this, is actually a Cooper. And it's also left-hand drive. So what we've got here is a little game of cloney to get through the MOTs here. And essentially what's happened is they've used that V5 on the race car, because why would you need a V5 for a race car now? And then what's happened is they've put a set of plates on a car what they've used as a pickup truck, because it were actually surplus, what should have gone through to Australia and New Zealand, I believe, on a celebrity race series where all the cars were scrapped after, but this little car had been left behind. And I know this because I've got this brochure here. This is the John Cooper Works brochure from 2002, I believe, or maybe 2003. They're on page 10 and 11. If you ever want to get one of these, sometimes they come up on eBay. Very rare, though. There is there's a row of vehicles. You can see this. And then they're going onto a transporter. And if you have a closer look, these are all John Cooper Works tuning kits. If you closer look here, they've all got the bonnet straps on, just like that red Cooper that's been converted. And they're all left-hand drive vehicles. So, even if on the absolutely impossible chance that this OV51 OVE isn't my car, then I've discovered another car that has been cloned as well. So there's 100% being a cloning happening here. So, car mitosis, case closed. I approached Mini Motorsport on this point. However, What happened was they deleted all evidence of the race car and the pickup truck off their website. Now, if that's not shady behaviour, I don't know what it is, because obviously a lot of people have screenshotted that website now. A lot of people talked about that car. That car's also been put on multiple websites by the Y-Reg Club, the O2 register, just mentioning that it's now a pickup and they can't understand why, but they've never thought to have a look into it. And I think maybe one or two other people have come to the same conclusion and gone down the same path of that red Cooper, which should have been in Australia, theory as well. But unfortunately for them, they didn't have the car, and I've walked into this one unknowingly, and I've come to this literally as I've been trying to get this car on the road. It's not an ideal situation, because obviously we spent money on the car, and we're hundreds of hours into this now. We are multiple thousands into that car. It's not a cheap car at all. But it is a race car. It's never going to see the road again. We're not going to try and road register it. We found the original story out, and the story is bigger than I ever thought it was. Originally, I just thought it was the JCW prototype car, what a previous owner Brian had told me about, what he bought. Well, I'd bought one of his other cars and discovered it like that. Then I spoke to the gent what used to own it, what bought it, we bought it from, and he knew of the story, and he bought it as the John Cooper Works prototype. The company, Slip and Grip, sold it to us as the John Cooper Works prototype and the 24-hour car. And then I spoke to a race team what runs out the East Midlands, called Maxi Racing, and they ran that car for multiple years, and I believe they bought that car off our contact Brian, and Brian, I believe, bought that car off Mini Motorsport. And those are the dates I've got. I've also got a picture what I'll put up with it, a registration on with what looks to be Jersey plates. I'm not too sure how, because it's never been out of the country on the V5. The car also has never had a plate change, so I didn't know whether the OV51 OVE had been transferred on, but the HBI said it's never been put on retention, never had a plate transfer. So I've got quite a few questions, and one of the big questions as well is if John Cooper Works was being offered in March 2003, announced at Geneva that it's going to be a dealer package, then why in May 2003 had they have to race at the Nürburgring to survive? What happened there? Why is that a thing? The only one person will know that is Mike Cooper, and if he does watch this video, maybe he can let us know. I forgot to add this into the bit I've just filmed for this, and this is one of the tools I used to find lots of information out on this car, and also work out they had actually deleted it off the website, as long as the screenshots as well what we got. There's a nifty little tool called the Wayback Machine, and this is not a sponsor, even though these guys should be sponsoring me for this. And what it does, it screenshots websites and takes a little snippet of each page throughout the years, and if a website doesn't look like it did, say, yesterday, if that website Wayback Machine has taken its screenshots, you are able to see what it looked like yesterday if that person's then changed their website. So this is one way we managed to catch out Mini Motorsport Centre with changing that, and get a lot of information from the original John Cooper Works website, which now I believe sells bicycles. So thank you very much to Wayback Machine. It's much appreciated. And this is how cars like this are identified when the paperwork is gone. Not by one record, but many people telling the same story. So we wanted to hear from someone what was actually there on the same day this car was racing. And then that changes exactly how you look at this car. First, we spoke to one of the gents what built it, a gent called Kevin Fulbrook at Sussex Road and Racing, and then we wanted confirmation. So we hunted down the man himself, Mike Cooper. come today because we bought your old 24-hour car from the Nürburgring,
Is it?
the R53. We've not brought it here now.
Oh, right.
We bought it about 2 months ago, and I've spent the last 2 months trying to chase the history down on the car.
Oh, really? And is it the original one we raced at Nürburgring?
I believe so, yeah.
The R53?
The R53,
The
yeah.
first time or the second time?
Is it, well, they're two different cars. I spoke to Kevin Fulbrook,
Yes.
and he said it was the same car, but BMW took it back themselves and rebuilt it.
That's right.
So, yeah, we found that, and it's had some history.
Oh, well, I never.
I read somewhere that you were supposed to drive it yourself on that first race. You got injured karting.
I don't know about that. I was too nervous.
Too nervous?
I didn't want to do the Nürburgring 24-hour race. My son won it last year.
I read, yeah.
Yeah, he won the class in the modern Mini 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Last year he couldn't do it because he's got a new knee. But yeah, he was well. I was well chuffed because I said you can call yourself a racer if you can beat me, and I've only ever come second in any international race.
Yeah.
And third. And then he won it, and he said, "I'm better."
There you go, done you?
So that was that. So yeah, he won the Nürburgring 24-hour, which he said was the scariest thing he's ever done in his life.
I can imagine.
He said when the sun goes down and they all like the fireworks and the bonfires and the picnics and all the lights come on, and he said I'm going along flat out on that straight like that, doing 150 in a Mini, it's sort of wobbling, and he said, and I can hardly see with all the stuff going on, and it's raining. And then suddenly two Porsches go either side of him doing 200.
And just launch past.
And he said the whole car went 6 foot to the left. And he said, I thought it was all over. He said, I've never been so scared. He said it was amazing.
So do you remember going to that race?
I was there for the 24 hours, and the worst thing was that Karl-Heinz Kapfel, who was in charge of the John Cooper Works project, he said to big guy, lovely guy, he said to me, if our car competes a 24-hour race, we do the John Cooper Works project. We will do it.
So that's the story.
And then we completed the race, and he came up to me afterwards. I'm like this at 23 hours. And he came up to me after and said, Mike, we do the project. And by the way, I was joking.
Because he raced it the second year as well.
We raced the second year. We put two cars in, one German team and one English team.
Yeah.
And the difference was amazing.
You guys finished.
They both finished the same. But the weird thing was that when there was a crash or something happened on the car, the German team, the car would come in, they'd have a meeting before they got working. The English team, when the car came in, they'd get the hammers out and start smashing it before anything else. So they both had the same result at the end, but the Germans would discuss how to approach it, and the English just went straight in.
Do it.
Yeah, but that was quite. I always remember that, the two teams. Yeah.
Wow.
But there we go.
So yeah, I mean, I'm 33, so when that were happening, I was 11.
Amazing, yeah.
So you're seeing now the next generation hunting those cars, those early cars, all the John Cooper garages stuff. People like me spending months on the internet trying to find pictures. I've watched
to know, isn't it?
I've watched the 24-hour highlights from 2003, all in German, 5 hours 43 minutes of it.
BMW Motorrad und der hat ein bisschen Pech, fährt in der Klasse A4.
2004 as well. But the 2004 one was gutting because you only see the car on the finish line.
Right.
6 hours and 50 minutes in. So.
Sport aussehen. Wo gibt's denn so
I watched it when Charlie was racing. I watched the whole until I went to bed. But I watched it. The lovely thing about when Charlie did it was that it was the fog came down and they stopped the race for 5 hours, and that happened to be his stint. So he was just sitting there thinking, I'm not going to have to do the midnight stint. So he was quite lucky.
Oh wow! Yeah, it's all we do is find essentially the old R53s, the old John Cooper Works stuff. That's what we do.
Yeah,
that's what we do for a living. We've been doing it for a while. The market.
Wow.
The market's much bigger than you realise for them now.
They're classic cars now. I mean, it's 25 years ago.
Literally, we're filming our discovery of that story and the car. Because the car, after you guys had it, it raced quite a lot, but then it got cloned.
Oh, really?
So we're trying to uncover all the history to potentially bring it back to life. But the clone car, somebody's going to scrap the V5. But obviously the car still exists, and I've proven the car still exists. It's never been reshelled. Obviously it's had an engine or 5.
Yeah.
It's like Trigger's broom.
Like most minis.
Yeah.
Oh, everything, yeah. It's good.
Nice
Well
to
done.
meet you.
Keep
Thank
it
you.
up. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
What's
you.
your name?
Thanks so much.
I'm from the Mini